Hi, it's Lori Walmer here with my Ignite Talk, Create a Growth Mindset Culture to Foster Assessment for Learning. This is based on my beliefs that when a student is in a comfortable environment with a positive attitude, they are ready to reach their maximum potential. I'll start with mindsets today. A fixed mindset is the belief that we are born with a fixed amount of intelligence and ability. Students with a fixed mindset avoid challenges and failures, robbing themselves of a life rich in experience and learning. A growth mindset is the belief that with practice, perseverance, and effort, people have limitless potential to learn and grow. Students with a growth mindset tackle challenges without worrying about mistakes or being embarrassed, focusing instead on the process of growth. This leads us to the question, how can we encourage a growth mindset? Let's start by setting up a comfortable learning environment and then help students to understand brain development and mindsets. Also remember that it is important for us to model the growth mindset strategies. So what makes a classroom a comfortable learning environment? Is it about the furniture or how it is arranged, or is it about the culture established with the students? Students are more willing to take risks when there is a sense of trust, respect, and cooperation among classmates. One way teachers can create this comfortable culture is by starting the year with get-to-know-you and team-building activities, which encourage communication and collaboration. The best activities are the STEM challenges that require critical thinking and creativity as well. In addition to feeling safe, students should also know how their brains operate. Teach students about mindsets. Teach them that their brain is flexible. It is a muscle that can grow by learning from mistakes and exercising positive thoughts and attitudes. Here are some other strategies to help students cultivate a growth mindset. In a comfortable classroom with this mindset, students will gain confidence, be motivated to learn, and they will take ownership of their learning. After setting the stage and building student confidence to embrace a growth mindset, it is now time to put it into action. This is when we use the 7 strategies of assessment for learning, which is based on the 3 questions: where are we going, where are we now, and how do we get there? So our first question is, where are we going? This uses strategies 1 and 2. Provide students with a clear and understandable vision of the learning target, and use examples and models of both strong and weak work. This takes us to the second question, where are we now? Strategy 3 reminds us to offer regular descriptive feedback during the learning, and strategy 4 tells us to teach students to self-assess and set goals for the next steps. This leads us to the final question, how do we get there? Using strategies 5, 6, and 7. Use evidence of student learning needs to determine next steps in teaching. Design focused instruction followed by practice with feedback. Provide students opportunities to track, reflect on, and share their learning progress. To do this, we can use the continuous feedback loop in which we monitor student progress and provide meaningful feedback, as well as encourage self-assessment and peer feedback so they can reach the learning target prior to the summative graded assessment. While using the strategies and the feedback loop, remember to let students take ownership of their learning. By teaching them how to set goals, assess their own work, track their learning, and reflect on their learning, they will achieve and they will love learning. So let me talk to you about my plan of action for the next year. I will use technology tools to create multiple choice pre-tests based on the learning goals of each unit. I need to remember to select distractors that will provide valuable information. Digital tools will give immediate feedback. Students will analyze their results in relation to the learning targets using this new and improved learning map, which not only includes the vocabulary and essential questions for the unit, but also empty boxes for self-reflecting, setting goals, and tracking their progress. I will provide relevant practice opportunities with a variety of formative assessment strategies. When students are struggling to meet the goals, I will provide graphic organizers, links to instructional videos, and other valuable resources to provide scaffolds that will bridge their gaps. Hopefully, by using assessment for learning and by being more intentional about giving meaningful feedback, students will be successful on unit assessments. But just in case, I've developed a new plan for retesting to give them another chance to reach the learning targets. By putting this retest option in place, there is not an end to student learning. This practice should help students maintain a growth mindset and prevent them from giving up on their goals. If all goes well, students will learn that if they put forth the effort and hard work, the grade they desire will follow. Let me close with 2 of my favorite quotes about feedback. The most powerful single modification that enhances achievement is feedback, and we all need people who give us feedback. That's how we improve.